The Utopia Project.
Sponsored by Liberty Slice Co. Authentic New York pizza.
Hello and welcome to the Utopia Project. This is a place where we discuss a perfect little planet and we bring that straight out of our brains. I'm Chunky T and I'm joined each and every week by Jak Magic.
Hello.
The permanent Sharpy.
Me.
Working tirelessly behind the scenes this week is producer Baggy.
Wagwan Massive.
Wagwan Crew. Are we all good?
I think so, mate.
Yeah.
You?
Good to be back in your little chair for a bit.
Well,
One of your many
again,
chairs.
this one, I'm waiting for that one. And
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point of sitting in this one?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All good, boys?
Not bad, not
We
bad.
had good weeks, good times.
Good weeks, good times. Paying for it now.
Yeah, you're poorly.
Feeling
you're a bit
poorly.
Yeah, I'm a bit under the weather but we're marching through.
Yeah. Have we got a sponsor this week?
yeah.
A utopian sponsor?
We do.
Utopian sponsor on Jack's card.
This week, the Utopia Project is brought to you by Shortcuts Bloke.
Okay.
Take it away, Sharpy.
The Utopia Project is this week sponsored by Shortcuts Bloke, okay? What this company did is the boys have been cooking it up in the lab.
Yeah, them boys. Everyone need more boys in the lab. Boys in the lab.
It is mad shit restaurant as well. But yeah, they've been sorting it out. Because basically AI's been getting a bit too frisky at it. It's getting a bit too up and close and personal in our faces. So what this is a system where you can basically ask any question you want and you can get a shortcut to the answer like we all do on ChatGPT now because we're all lazy fucks.
Yeah.
But what we want to do is make it seem like there's a little bit more work so we don't feel like lazy fucks, but do the same premise because it's working already for ChatGPT.
Right.
So, Shortcuts Bloke, right? Same thing. I need to know an answer to this question. You message him, he'll get back to you. I think he uses ChatGPT, to be honest. But it's besides
It's a
the
real
point.
bloke.
Like
It's
a real life Ask Jeeves.
A real life bloke, Jeeves fella. Yeah, one of them. And he'll ask you anything. And you can pay an extra premium as well if you want him to turn up. And I'm like,
I'll be with you.
hang on, I've only got 10 minutes to get over there. Let me go message him, see when he's free, come back next Wednesday, and then he'll let us know what's the quickest way to get there. And you can have a little chat with him if you want. A lot of my things have a little chat with blokes at the moment, don't they?
Yeah. So
Taking
is this like
technology.
a ChatGPT but with a real person and it's just
With
a man who will get back to you?
With a middleman.
It's
Yeah.
a bloke that just goes, do that quicker. And I'm like, thank you. Cheers for that. And then, yeah, any shortcut, mate. Shortcuts, whatever you want. There's more answers in there than the fucking Bible.
So what Sharpy's invented is a
A man that uses ChatGPT.
a babysitter.
Yeah.
No, babysitting. I suppose it is babysitting, isn't it, to some
Yeah.
extent? Because we teach young babies how to become adults through a series of shortcuts, don't we?
yeah,
Don't lick the dinner. It'll be there for ages.
Yeah.
Swallow it whole.
I don't know. I don't know how we got there, but we got there. Yeah.
We got there. Thank you.
No discount code. Just
Discount code, you can have...
don't have to do a discount code, mate.
well, I want to, actually. So I'm going to do...
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so the discount code, you go on www.shortcutsbloke.com/shortcuts and that. Yeah, you get a discount. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore.
It was too late, you missed
it's
it
too
now.
late. No, you fucked me about too long now, haven't you? And now it's gone. All right, you're full price, that fucker. See you later.
Okay, mate, I'm off with that.
There you go. That happened.
If that's the way you're playing it, that's the way you're playing it.
Yeah, I haven't learned the rules of the game yet, but we'll keep going.
No.
Trying. Yeah.
I mean, like I say, I don't know how we got on to being able to agree that it was a babysitter.
Yeah.
He took a very different route, but
I
I'll
can't
take
really
it.
remember
That's a
it.
win. That's a win for me. He agreed with me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's now time for, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly got the time right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in or
Something
bin. For those who haven't watched or listened before, what we do with it in or bin is one of us will bring something that we want in Utopia or out of Utopia, and we will collectively decide whether it's been approved.
Yeah.
In or the bin.
In or bin.
Cool.
Jack, you've brought one.
Yes. I think it's something that we should have in Utopia and / bring back to Utopia. Do you remember, not the 25th night of September,
I'm glad you did that
but
because
instead,
I wanted to.
remember when you was a kid? I've got an example here that we can play. I don't think there's going to be any sound on it, but if you want to pull it up. Remember cool toy adverts from years ago? When
What
you
you
used to
class
watch
as
them on the
cool?
telly? You don't get no cool adverts for toys these days.
I think it's because we don't watch children's channels anymore.
Well, maybe not, but just on normal telly, I've noticed it. There's no cool adverts. You know, like the adverts make it look really sick when in actual fact it is crap.
Right.
Kinda, yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah. When you see the advert, you're like, that
background.
looks fucking banging, mate. And it's like the toy's actually flying around and shit. Or they're shooting each other.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then you buy it and it's like, no, you have to, this doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
DIY.
Yeah, just adverts like that.
So
If you
you've
want to play
got
the
an
video
example
back,
here.
it's an example that just makes it look way better than it
You
is.
run some commentary for the audio listeners.
Yeah, hopefully it works. There we go. It's this is Voice Tech Rescue Heroes. I think
That's a Barbie set.
That's a Barbie set.
What is going on with this?
Barbie.com.
I've maybe not uploaded the right video. Here we go.
Rescue
There we go.
Heroes.
Rescue Heroes.
Right.
Boys take rescue.
But you see
Heroes.
like there's rumbling in there. They look like they're pushing all these boulders out of the way. He's shouting some commands at it and it's like, earthquake!
Right.
Yeah, and they just look really cool. When in actual fact, when you look into it, look, quick response jet. They don't actually do anything. Apart
Okay.
from they have megaphones.
Right.
There's loads of different... But the advert makes it look sick.
Sorry. Did you see that price then?
What was the price?
£13.
£13.
13 quid.
£13 for that.
Wow.
For a little lump of
To
plastic.
be fair, I mean,
That's fucking cheap though, isn't it? You imagine
Yeah.
that now, 70
Yeah.
quid.
I know it doesn't do anything
Yeah.
like they're not in the jungle like proper Vietnam or anywhere like that, but maybe it is my imagination in that I would sit for hours probably now and play with them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
If you're able to bring up the other advert really quickly, the one that I recorded, it's one that I used to buy lots of. I don't know if you would remember any of them. I think it's something called like Spy Gear.
Yes, you did buy it. I never bought it.
Because you could be a fully
I
fledged
remember,
spy,
yeah.
mate. And like, look, walkie talkies, so you know what's going on. This one, night vision goggles.
yeah.
It's just got a torch on it. And its selling point is, look, that's a motion sensor watch. You've taken your watch off, so I don't know what it tells you. And look, night vision goggles. It's just glasses with 2 torches on. And you can see in the dark up to 8 meters away. Woo!
Of course you do.
Of course you do, because it's a fucking torch, dickhead.
Sneaking beers out the house. Or
So in
something.
that video, they caught their mum bringing the shopping in.
I thought she had some beers and she was off to a party. I had this whole thing in my head.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe they're catching their sister or something.
But yeah, just
Right.
adverts that make things way cooler than they are.
I'm half with you, I'm half not, because what I'm with you on is you see the shows, so to speak, and then the toys are just not movie quality.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's what used to frustrate me as a kid, which is why I used to enjoy Power Rangers, and it was part of their market employ.
Yeah.
That when they went into their Megazords,
Yeah.
was the toys. It wasn't like
remember you saying that,
CGI or like a special like for the series.
Yeah.
It was clips of the toys.
Right,
And
I
they were
see.
like, no, they're the big robots. So then when you bought the toys,
got an exact replica.
you got the exact same thing. And when they have their weapons in it,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
weapons were the toys.
Oh, and it all looks about
We
right.
didn't have like a mad sick fucking sword. They had a plastic, looked shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But as a kid, you've got the exact same thing.
Speaking of
This,
Power Rangers,
however, yeah, go
just
on.
quickly, obviously I play a bit of Fortnite because I'm just a big kid. They've got a load of Power Ranger stuff on at the minute. Do you know they've got floating about in the Power Rangers-esque place? Big blue man.
What do you mean, big blue man?
Blue hologram man.
Oh,
the guy, the
Zordon.
face.
The face.
Zordon.
Yeah. He just gets about.
Zordon.
Just his face floating about.
Yeah, he's a fucking right lad. Loves his beers. But what I'm struggling to see with the adverts that you've brought us,
That was the only ones I could
Have-
find that was like 90s good ones, but
they were in the advert is the toy.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Question
And
is, what is the adverts like now? Have you seen any adverts like now?
Not recently, but any ones that I have seen, I'm like, they're just
like-
a bit crap, aren't they? Whereas like them, it's like, you need this toy, it's banging.
It's weird though because we've got the nostalgia from that, but if we was a kid now and we saw an advert for a toy now, we'd be like, "Wow, fucking look at that!"
yeah,
Maybe. Don't
they're
know.
not
what I mean.
mis-selling the toy.
No.
They
It's
are
more
going,
the-
this is a lump of plastic and this is kind of what you can do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Baggy,
It's more
have
like
you
the
got any
Spy Gear
thoughts?
stuff.
I don't remember what the question was specifically.
So adverts that make the toy like look mad sick.
Look cooler than what they are.
Yeah.
Right. Bin then. Is that it? I'm still thinking about toys. I'm still thinking about Power Rangers and shit.
I don't know if I can agree with you.
No?
Because I don't think they're exclusively making them look cooler than they are. They're presenting them in a good...
But I think that was part of the joy of it, that it wasn't as good as the advert suggested.
No, that's not right.
Why not?
Well, so it was great that the toy was crap when I got it.
Looking back on it, I think there was a bit of a novelty, because then there was always the element of, well, if I get another toy, it might be as good as the advert suggests. Or if you do get a toy that is as good as the advert suggests, you're like,
I don't think I ever had that as a... Did you, Sharpy?
I never got let down by an Action Man.
Yeah, but...
Because they were always as good as the advert suggested.
Yeah, but they were just lumps of plastic, and the adverts are generally just a kid playing with the toy.
Like watching a World War II documentary, and a Vietnam bloke turns up at your house and goes, "I'm your action figure now." I'll be like, "That looks really real."
Yeah. You don't want like
a real Vietnam man
and be like, "I am Action Man," like
complete with PTSD
and night terrors. Those are the real.
Yeah.
I think if you're expecting your mum to come home from Argos with proper night vision goggles, then that's the bigger problem. Isn't it?
They're saying night vision goggles. Why are you getting
page 422?
Yeah. Why are you getting night vision goggles? Why are you getting goggles with binoculars with a torch on?
Technically, it's not vision.
I get what you're saying about how extra they were, particularly in the 90s, of being like Super Soaker adverts were fucking mental. But they were the best water guns on the planet.
Nobody has a good water gun no more, do they?
No, they don't do them anymore, do they? Really?
I think they do.
Nerf kind of took over. I think.
Yeah.
I think Nerf took over Super Soaker.
It might be a weird way of moulding this, like in or bin, but I reckon like we should have mental adverts for toys as long as the toy is as good as the advert.
Yeah, but I don't think that any of them have said that they're not as good. Do you know what I mean?
No,
that's
like
the
the ones
point.
we just watched was kids playing with it. If you hold that toy and shove some dirt, the toy's done its job, hasn't it? Like,
Yeah, good point.
it's not missold anything. It's not like you press a button and even on the advert where it's like night vision goggles, you can see
It's two torches.
It's two torches strapped to someone's head. Like, they're not lying about that.
But it's got green tint as well.
Yeah. I guess they do missell you a little bit by getting your hopes up. Like we had was it a flick from Bug's Life? Room guard, and it's like protect your room, and then you realise actually it's no good because
the door stops.
It doesn't stop anything. It just goes, hey, who goes there? And if someone's coming into your room, they go, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, but it does do its job.
Slight correction: you had the flick, I had hop.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Hopper, yeah.
To be fair, same thing though. He's technically guarded the room, but a man has got past it.
Yeah, if the advert said that it goes, hop, who goes there, gets up and stabs a bitch, then yes, it's been missold.
To be fair.
But it never claims that.
Very similar. How I always thought you get like Galaxy adverts, do you? Chocolate and all that business, and they have a bit and they're all sexy in that, and they'll put it in the mouth, and they're like, I'm like, you're not even eating it. I want to see how Peter in his undies on the couch, smashing his fourth bar of chocolate and going, I can't fucking stop.
With Galaxy Ripple Flakes all over his chest. And
Show me that real shit, man.
Melted chocolate down his white vest.
Yeah, innit? And I'm like, it must be good if he's got in that state all his life.
Yeah. So in conclusion, my vote is so you want to bin. You want to bin adverts that.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Missell,
sorry, yeah, probably
boring,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they're in. That's
Hang
my
on,
vote.
So the in is in boring adverts are in or not boring?
No, it's in. They kind of stay the same.
Kind of the same. Are we expanding is this just for toys or is this for all adverts? In
I just sort of thought specifically for toys,
for
really.
toys?
What Jack has brought and presented, I disagree with. That's what you need to think of.
Only because you think we have it already.
Yeah, as in, I don't think they're misselling us. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, did it derive from mis-selling or was it just I want cool adverts?
I do want cool adverts.
No.
No.
Jack wants night vision goggles from Argos.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't
And
you
I
say
want an
that?
advert to say that is night vision goggles. What I'm saying is the toys need to be as good as the adverts.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I feel like we're at a bit of a stalemate here. Like,
Yeah.
as in
I don't know if
because
I've got
the
it the right
toys
way
are,
around,
in your examples, the toys are as good as the adverts.
but I don't think they are. I think they're a bit shit.
Well, you need to. But you also told me you haven't seen a toy advert recently.
I think this needs more work and it needs to be thrown out of court.
Should we throw it out of court?
For our call for
Oh, wait, can we?
admissible evidence.
Buzz, can you pull up a recent toy advert?
A recent toy advert.
Yeah.
Buckling
They're
boys and
about the
girls.
same. It's people playing with toys.
But we don't know because we haven't looked.
Well, yeah.
That's
The thing is, I have seen some of that. I haven't felt outraged of like, well, that's mental.
To be fair, out of everyone, you're probably more like appropriately has probably seen.
I can't
a
think
toy
of any
advert.
specifically, but I've definitely seen them. Like on YouTube sponsors.
Is it like read this book?
A lot of it's like Smith's Toy Store. Go there and get your parents to spend loads.
I
did see recently-
It's called Smith's R Us, Smith's R Us, Smith's R Us.
A good live advert. I did see somebody walking down the red light district in Amsterdam the other day, and in one of the windows, a red lit window, was two blokes playing Beyblades.
Nice.
What, you can pay to go play with them?
I don't know. I was like, I want to go in there.
Oh, we're getting on.
Any
Blokes.
look bags, or should we move on to the next feature?
We can.
So this one is
We got to do Superman.
it's just the
It
toy.
looks like he's flying. Look.
No, but it's clearly been held by a person.
because the hands there.
So for the audio listeners, it's a Superman action figure and a bad guy. They're all quite clearly the figures
Being held by people.
being held by people. Some of them might have a karate chop action. But yeah, that's not misselling anything.
How much is that?
That is what it is.
It's a few quid.
For a quid.
I like that.
Oh, she's like going to buy one.
Do you want to buy a
Yeah,
Superman
please.
figure,
His
mate?
guts will come out and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
that's mad.
Should we have a trip to Smith's Toys as the Utopia
That could
Project?
be the next vlogcast.
Yeah. We'll buy a toy each and play with them.
Okay,
Toy
we'll make
reviews.
a career out of that, man.
Well,
I've
some
made
people
it.
have.
Yeah.
In fairness. Anyway, right, I don't think that's an in or a bin. I think that's maybe
Circle back.
an inadmissible evidence.
So we'll reassess in 20 years when adverts may have changed.
Yes, yeah. For now, everything stays the same.
Okay, I'll bring it back in 2045.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sound. Put it in the calendar.
Yeah. Right, boys, we've got a new feature now.
Yep.
We do.
We haven't got a sound bed or anything, so I might just use the Thunderdome bed.
Yeah.
This one's called Laws of the Land.
Yes.
So, as usual, Jack versus Sharpy. You're going to create a law for Utopia.
Yeah.
And what I've given you as a brief is you need to invent a law that is going to prevent or deter flashers. All right?
Yeah.
Sharpy,
I've got a law.
You gonna go
for
first?
Yeah. It didn't take me too long to figure this out. I know exactly what to do with them. All right. So, the law for flashers to prevent or deter. Okay. So, for 3 years after committing your offence of any regards, you know, if there's a knob out or a tit, then you're done. Right. 3 years. All pictures in your house, any picture frame, plus any poster, anything has to be changed with pictures of dicks that's bigger than said flasher, and also for 3 years, no long coats.
no long coats.
You're not allowed them.
I genuinely, I'm going to give you an air horn
Yeah.
for that because I like that.
Yeah.
So they have to be subject. So it's all strangers' willies, probably other convicted flashers.
Yeah, bigger than your own.
Yeah.
That'll fuck with you,
And
won't
it's
it?
obviously dependent on male. Let's be honest, there's no female flashers. Is there?
It don't really happen.
No one gets mad about
But
that.
if it does, you know, big old clits.
Big old clits.
Yeah.
It's bigger clit than your clit.
That's it. Look like fucking proper beef curtains. Your actual curtains get like
Full ham wallet.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and if you're into your like long Crombie coats and that, no deal. 3 years off
Yeah.
cards.
All coats.
You're not allowed
At
to
waist height,
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, you got to wear crop tops.
You got a Winnie the Pooh everywhere.
That's it. Yeah, and we're not making extra bits for you. You're wearing the kids' ones, man. You're not wearing any concealing clothing,
Yeah.
especially long coats. You fucking horrible fuck.
I like that.
There you go.
And, yeah. So yeah, if they get caught, that's
That's it. And if
that's the
you
punishment.
like in
That's the
here, you know, if we got caught with it, the amount of picture
law.
frames in here.
nightmare.
Imagine trying to go on a date after that for 3 years.
Yeah.
Come
Your background
round.
on your phones.
Yeah.
A stranger's penis.
Don't worry about that. I got that instead of being on a register. It's fine.
I like that. Right.
Don't really
Jack,
fly.
Yes.
Have you got something that can compete with that?
I think so. I guess I've kind of gone down a similar route. So rather than a prison sentence, you will have a set amount of time to be inconvenienced. So,
Okay.
so by flashing somebody, as long as you're flashing an adult, other than inconveniencing them, doesn't really do a lot, does it?
It
So-
depends on the person.
I suppose,
Yeah.
yeah. But so my retort was, you shall be inconvenienced for a set amount of time. So unlike a prison sentence, you won't be locked away. You'll go about your normal life, but everything you do will be mildly inconvenient, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't avoid it. You just have to do it, and everything you do will be inconvenienced. So a couple of examples. You will lose 1/2 of everything you have a pair of.
Gone.
Yeah. Anything activated by a motion sensor will turn off just before you're finished. Just everything you do. If you put your phone on charge when you woke up, it won't have charged.
The sound.
Yeah. But you will go to bed knowing it is on charge.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you check, it'll be like, yep, charge it.
Well,
And
so
then
in
you'll
the
wake
morning-
up and it will not be charged.
In the morning it'll work. You can be able to charge it
It'll
in the
work,
morning.
but it'll be on like 9%. Something that's annoyingly low. You know what I mean? Self-service checkouts will never work properly. There'll
So
always
that'll
be
be
an
like the real
unexpected
world,
item
yeah.
in the bagging area. So you basically can't use them. And every time you sit down, you'll remember that you left something in another room
Oh, that's the worst.
that you need.
I don't like that.
You just, that's what I mean. Just that was some
Don't flash anyone
examples.
then.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But everybody knows actively if you start flashing people, you will be long-term inconvenienced.
What's the time frame of years you get that for?
Depends how bad the flash was.
Well, a judge and jury of your
Yeah,
peers.
court decides your length
What's
of
your
time.
minimum time?
I think it's minimum 3 years, isn't it?
Minimum. I went the
Whoa!
3 years.
Mate, I'd rather go to prison. I would. That'd drive me insane.
Yeah.
That's
That
like
was just
torture.
That was just some examples.
Yeah, 3
every
years,
time you
man,
use
for
anything that's
flashing is a lot, isn't it?
another one, anything you use that is battery operated, just as you start using it, it'll run out of charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beard shaver.
I feel like suicide rates are going to go up. But then again, it's people that sexually assault.
I'd be
Or
begging.
crime goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose you only got to get a few that like
Yeah.
face
I
it.
don't know why you'd stop at just flashes with that. Like
Yeah.
that's torture.
That's a good punishment.
That's punishment
system.
in general.
Yeah.
System.
Just being inconvenienced, just mildly inconvenienced, enough to piss
But
you off.
loads in loads
But
of
all the
different
time.
ways. Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
I
You
suppose
just-
you could build up, say, if you were thinking more broadly on a punishment level, like a justice system,
Mm-hmm.
you can build up them inconveniences depending on the severity as well, as well
suppose,
as the
yeah.
length of time. So you might say if you've done like a little you robbed some pick and mix and you got caught for it, like you may be, like you say, it's just that motion sensors cut out towards the end of when you fit.
So you get one of them and you get a list of different things
Yeah.
that there'll be like a category, like you either get all of them or if it's serious and that. I think you should get all of them if it's like flashing, because really it's sexual assault, isn't it? So that should be like big things, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Another one would be any food you cook will always be either just a bit too hot or just a bit too cold.
Automatic doors are really slow for opening.
Yeah. Don't open on time, yeah.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, just mildly inconvenienced by every aspect of your life.
So on a level of the flasher, leveling with the flasher, on a level of like what we're trying to achieve here with it being flasher specific, I think yours works really well as like a crime and punishment system in general.
Yeah.
Whereas I like that with Sharpy, it's flasher specific.
Suppose, yeah. Mine's a bit too vague, isn't it?
So maybe
Yeah.
I think Sharpy gets the point with this one.
Yeah, I'm not trailing behind by much, so why don't we get Sharpy some more points? Yeah.
So
Thank you.
what's that
How
put
many
you on?
am I allowed?
What's that put you on?
I don't know. He just give me another point there, Jack.
If it's any consolation, Jack, you were my winner all
Thanks.
day.
Thanks.
Yeah. Honourable
All I'm hearing here is I need to do better.
Yeah.
So
Honourable mention, because I feel that is a great punishment system. So in a
no problem. I'll bring that every time we do rules until I win.
although
And that'll be mildly inconvenient to you.
I will bring all that, but then plus 5% better. As well.
Yeah.
Sharpy's one, I'm happy for that. However, maybe on top of that would be an inconvenience thing. And maybe when we bring this back again, we can maybe discuss. Right.
Well, then, can I change mine?
No, it's too late now. We've hit the point.
All of the pictures in your house will be penises, but none of them will stay on the wall where you put them.
Yeah, that's
Every time you come home, one of them will have dropped off the wall and you'll have to put it back up.
Like satanic shit. It comes upside down, balls at the top. Like, what the fuck?
Oh no, I'm trying to put that one back up yesterday.
I feel like that's a word of warning for anyone that might cross you as well.
Every time you go out to the bin, one of them will have dropped off.
Yeah.
Please, is there any picture frames at your work?
Oh, that'll be a catch-22, because if it's doing the inconvenience thing, you'll walk out the front door, you'll come back in, and one of them will have fallen off the wall. But because of your inconvenience, you'll just remember that you've forgotten to put something in the bin, so you'll have to go back outside again. And in turn, another one will come off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, every time we leave the house.
You get stuck in a cycle.
Yeah. the picture falling off and forgetting things paradox, as famously
And
known.
also,
in Utopia.
like the deterrent itself. Imagine having like pictures of your loved ones and you've got to replace that with a picture of a knob. Like that, that in itself is like, oh, my deceased granddad, I've got to put this massive dick in the place of him for 3 years. I'll be like, oh, not do that again.
No, it's bigger than yours, isn't it? So I'll be like, I've got to put this average sized dick in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right, I think it's time for a break,
Well
boys.
done, Sharpy.
Well done, Sharpy. I'll give you one of them. And we'll have a little break, shall we?
A little break.
Utopia Project.
Hi guys, a quick word from our sponsor, Liberty Slice Co. Based in the heart of Lincoln City Centre, all of their pizzas are handcrafted on site using their special secret recipe of cheese blends and ingredients, inspired by the famous New York slice.
An average pizza slice, Jack.
No, it is not, Sharpie. Whether it's a full 20-inch pizza pie or cheeky single slice, Liberty Slice provides some of the best pizza out there. Now, I hear you say monthly specials. Have they got any monthly specials, Sharpie?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Jack. They do have a monthly special on this month, and it's the Bada Bing pizza, inspired by The Sopranos. It includes meatballs, pepperoni, fennel, salami, grilled red peppers, and onion, and of course, their signature sauce and secret cheese blend. Get yours now over at Just Eat, Deliveroo, or visit the service window on Corporation Street in Lincoln.
Liberty Slice Co. Authentic New York pizza.
It's good.
Utopia Project.
Welcome back to the show. If you are enjoying this episode, then please do consider to join in our Patreon. It's as little as £1 a month, and you get at least 48-hour early access to all of our, well, everything that we do, not just our episodes, but our specials, and I guess tickets to shows if we ever did a show, maybe.
live show,
yeah,
maybe.
the episodes are also uncut, uncensored, unadulterated, and all that, so you get loads of extra little bits and bobs, and there's exclusive. We do the odd Patreon exclusive, don't we?
We do,
exclusive
yeah.
episodes.
Every now and then.
Yeah, you get discount on merch as well. It's just a great way to support our show and help us to invest more into the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Salute Special was first broadcast on there.
Phenomenal.
We had a lot
wasn't
of fun, and we've got a load more vlogcasts in the pipeline.
Yeah.
You'll be on them as well, Baggy, I think, won't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, you like tagging along to them, causing trouble.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, in the studio this week we have Experimental Sonic Machines.
Hello, welcome.
Hello,
Great to
mate.
be here.
How you doing?
Yeah, great. And how are you lot doing?
All right.
I think we're
No
all
one ever
right,
asked
mate.
us. That's the first time.
Yeah. We're very excited to have you on. As people who have, well, grown up in Lincoln and stuff as well, and seen you around the city so much. I only got the pleasure to see you, well, it was about a month or so ago. Thanks, when we went to Open Mic Night, and I was like, yes,
dinner,
he's
couple of weeks
here.
ago.
Yeah.
He's here, and I can see it, and I was just infatuated. Where did it all start?
Yeah, it goes back to the 80s when I was at school, and there was this really powerful music like Joy Division and all the new wave stuff. And it was so exciting and different. Like that comes after the punk as well of the 1976, then led on to the progressive sounds of Joy Division and Ultravox and all the new wave bands, Gary Newman, Cocteau Twins. And it was all like electronic. Music in the 70s had been very guitar-based, and now this exciting world of electronics was coming into play. So it sort of filled me up with the excitement of music and creativity. And so I started just with an acoustic guitar, doing some notes. It wasn't even in tune. I was just sort of tuned it my own special way. I found I could come up with some nice bass lines just from my imagination. And some of the songs from then, like 1983 it was, and I had an old reel-to-reel. I got a reel-to-reel tape record. It's one of those old-fashioned ones that's got two big spools on it, and it meant I could do multi-tracking, because we didn't have all the multi-tracking technology we have now then, so it's quite hard to do layered songs with rhythm and keyboards, but that meant I could compose music on the tape. And I composed songs like Stranger World, which comes from that 80s period, sort of 40 years ago. I'm still playing that song I thought of when I was a teenager.
That's cool.
And so it's this powerful, quite simplistic, primitive music, but that's so refreshing in a world where it's almost like you've got to fit lots of notes in and chords. That's the sort of thing proper musicians, as they say, are trying to do. They're trying to make it all elaborate and special and intricate. But for me, just a few powerful notes.
Just kind of make it basic as possible.
Can move you more than lots of fancy chords and twiddly bits.
Yeah,
Less is more.
I think that's one of the things that I enjoyed about the show was it's simple, and I don't like you looked at me back, didn't you? It was like, is this a bit of you? Because I'm like more into like punk and all that sort of stuff, and I was like, this is a bit of me. I like
It's
this.
heavily like lyric driven. I found, whether you're meant for that or not, but
I do improvise quite a bit, so I like to keep it like the songs are almost like living things. They don't stay the same, and I always play them exactly the same every time. Sometimes I think of new lyrics, just improvise on the night, and then I'll just forget those lyrics, and I'll never sing them again unless someone records them. And it's nice that it's refreshing, it's different, and sometimes you can tailor the lyrics to the venue.
Yeah.
Like give the name of the venue into it as well, or current affairs and events like what the weather's like. I can fit them in, and so it's very.
I like that. That's a really cool way of putting it. Like it's a living organism. It just is what it is. That sounds like a bit of your sort of thing, Sharpy. Like where you're just
I like that.
Just kind of.
I really admire the fact you're like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And like just running with that and just sort of making it on the fly of what you feel, and that's proper what music's about, isn't it? Like,
man.
Feeling
so,
it there.
So for the audio listeners, do you want to explain sort of your look and what's going on? Because they probably won't know.
Yeah, years ago, I saw something on television. I think it was a play, and I really liked the mask in it. The silver mask. I think it was on television in the 80s. I thought, if I sort of do anything like that, I'd like to have this sort of mask that takes you out of the real world and puts you in the world of theatre and science fiction, imagination, worlds like Middle Earth, Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, with all the amazing design and history that he put into that, and also science fiction series like Doctor Who, the Cybermen, and the Daleks, and Star Trek. And you think of every science fiction genre. So, as well as doing this powerful primitive music that was inspiring me, I could also make it look good as well. So when you come to a performance, it's like working on both levels, both sound and visuals.
Yeah.
And so I thought how to make masks, and I was quite tentative at first. I thought, would people just laugh at me if I wore a mask, or would they think I'm just a joke? But when I did it first time, people really loved it.
Yeah.
Because it was so different to what they usually get. And so that was the helm that's now my robot's head. It's the most simplest
because you've got a drumming robot. So for the audio listeners, so you're wearing you've got your helmet and all your sort of
regalia.
Outfit. I guess the best thing really for all the listeners is come onto the visual and have a look.
Yeah.
But you've also brought like your instruments and everything with you.
Yes.
That you've made yourself and you make yourself, which is
it's all about these,
incredible.
What I came up with over the years, I thought some sort of music machine that would play holes in a disc, and then the machine is it spins the disc using run-down batteries. So I try to avoid using fresh batteries. It saves money, and it's also good for the environment. Usually when people buy a typical battery, it's 1.5 volts, and when it's run down to about 1 volt, they put it in a recycling bin and throw it away. But that 1 volt can still be used if you fit it together, a few of them together. It lasts really well. This machine, once I put a battery in, will do months of gigs just from that one set of run-down batteries.
That's crazy, isn't it? How long that lasts?
Yeah, so it saves a lot of money, and it's also good for the environment.
So with your robot, because it's a drummer, isn't it? That you've essentially been like a beat maker robot. How did that come about? Is that like from the old sort of costumes and stuff then?
Yeah, as I say, I'm into science fiction, all the classic robots like Robbie the Robot in Forbidden Planet. You probably remember that one with Leslie Nielsen, with that amazing flying saucer in it. And that big monster that attacks the astronauts in it as well. And in there's a really good robot called Robbie the Robot. He's one of the iconic robots of science fiction. And robots like C-3PO in Star Wars. It's almost like a sort of archetype character from science fiction where people are fascinated by robots, the idea of an artificial person and all the interesting factors about that. So I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a robot in my band, as it were?
Yeah.
So I thought, how to make a life-size robot from scrap materials. I thought, it seems a daunting project, but if I just start with the legs, say, if I can make a robot leg, then that would mean I might be able to make the rest of it. And that worked fine. I made a primitive one first, and a friend said, call it Eric, like in the Eric Morecambe sort of thing. And then when the second robot, the one that I've got now, came along, he said, obviously go for Ernie, the other member of that classic comedy duo.
Morecambe and Wise.
Morecambe and Wise,
Yeah.
So that's Ernie. That was it'd be 12 years old in December.
That's
Wow.
mental.
Yeah.
So how long have you been running this sort of show then? Like,
I started 2010. I've been through a period where I was doing paintings. I thought, like in the 90s, I went into sort of various tribute bands and groups, but it didn't really work out. So I went back to art, like two-dimensional paintings. That was in the noughties, the start of this century. And by about 2010, I was quite happy with the pictures I'd done. I was doing exhibitions. And I thought I'd get back to music, be a sort of nice little go with the music and the art as well. So it's like music is art, really.
Yeah.
They're both under the same umbrella term of art. So 2010, I sort of launched onto the open mic scene with very primitive things, actually. It's just like rattling noises, things, tins and stuff. It's mostly acoustic. And it went down really well with the audience because it was so different to what they usually get. Usually it's like acoustic guitarists most of the time doing cover versions.
Yeah.
And I was just doing something so different. They really liked it and welcomed it. And it does add to the diversity of what you get on the live music scene.
Do you find that when you put like the helmet on and the outfit on, that you kind of go, right, that's not me anymore, and I can just do that and then and enjoy it?
Yeah, it just all the great showmen of the music world, you can think of them like Iggy Pop and Freddie Mercury. They would transform into a sort of heroic figure on stage and trot around. They probably wouldn't do that in their ordinary life, but there's something about being in front of an audience makes you want to be amazing and astound people. And so it does take you over when you're performing, that there's the excitement and the adrenaline of performing. I won't say I'm a character. I like the idea it's an unknown thing. I don't know. He hasn't got a name. Some people call me Sonic Pete. That's the name they've given to me. But there's one of the helms, one of the masks is red. And so I think of that being like the planet Mars. You could like link the masks with astronomical features, other planets, galaxies. But it's all very unknown, and I like that it's evolving, and there's no backstory to it. And so even the audience can think of stories if they want, and call it with their own imaginary names. And that's nice that it's like that. It's, as I say, this idea of songs being living things. Yeah. Also, the sort of legend about it is a evolving thing, and it's going to be interesting to see if something comes out of that, if it coalesces into a sort of a story. But as I say, transforming into a performing person, a showman, that is really enjoyable, and you sort of kind of really get into it. And that's after all the work of building the stuff, that's where you get the payback of doing this music that I want to make. It's so fulfilling to be doing that.
Yeah. I think it's great that you've like I say, you've not put a label on it as well. It's not like I am this and you need to refer to me as this and this, like this is my other personality or anything like that. It's just this is whatever you want it to be. Yeah.
It's a bit like I was going to say, it's a bit like kind of your mantra a little bit, Sharpy, where it's like because like I've shown videos of you to people, and the question is always, why on earth? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And the answer is, why wouldn't I? Why not?
Yeah.
And that's your like.
Yeah.
Why
exactly.
not? And
Yeah.
the fact that people can go why and then just find their own why
Yeah.
is incredible.
Yeah, you can call it what you want. You can interpret it how you want.
Yeah.
It is what it is, isn't it? Like, it's quite basic. And to be fair, we was at a gig this weekend, weren't we? And our dad saw someone, and he was like, "Oh, this so-and-so's here." And Dad went, "Why are you here?" And her response was, "Why not?"
Yeah.
And then he just went, "Fair enough."
What's next in the pipeline for you? Like, what's the next on the agenda?
I think it's like the costumes. I'm trying to make them more elaborate, and also bringing in the models too, like the science fiction world. I like all the spacecraft and the monsters of the science fiction world. And going back to my art period years ago, I created a motif. It's on this this design from what I created.
Okay.
It's like a fish that has panpipes instead of a top fin. So it's like a musical fish. And I called it an organ fish. It's like a imaginary, you could say it's an animal, it might be architectural, it could be some sort of robot. I like to leave it open as to what it is. So in my shows, I've been using models of this fish, and I've got one here. This is the most recent one.
I spotted that and I thought that looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
Jack,
it looks
you
sick.
like a model, Jack?
Love
don't you?
a model.
Yeah, so it's all made, as usual, it's made from scrap materials. I think this is cardboard and bits of paper, and it's made so it folds flat, so you can probably see the various facets of it.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I have to think about when I'm creating things is I'm not a driver, so I have to either get a lift with someone, or indeed for this podcast I've used my bike and trailer.
Yeah.
It all fits on the trailer, and I have to make things so they fold away. Like this folds down pretty much flat, and it's easy to transport.
It's just pure engineering, man. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
After this show, I'm definitely going to pick your brains a little bit as to how everything properly works.
And that's
Yeah.
the same with the robot as well. Obviously, it'd be hard to carry a life-size robot onto a train.
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I can understand the inconvenience of it.
Might have to buy him a ticket just for the robot.
Yeah, that's it.
Utopia Project.
Now then, everybody, I hope you're enjoying yet another belter episode from us this week. I'm here to talk to you about ways that you can support the show for free that will help us to grow into a bigger thing. We're already the biggest podcast in Lincolnshire, and that's because of you. You guys are tuning in every week. You're downloading on the audio, you're watching on YouTube, and that's fucking amazing. What we will ask you to do, whether you're a long-time listener, whether you're a newcomer to the show, just make sure you've pressed that subscribe button. You might have been watching for a few weeks but haven't taken the time to press it. That helps us to grow and it beat the algorithm devils, so we're very appreciative if you can do that. Another thing you can do is you can follow us on Spotify, and another thing you can do is when you're seeing our stuff come up on the social medias, Instagram, Facebook and all that sort of stuff, drop it a like, reshare it, repost it, pop a comment down. We often get a lot of people messaging us like personally in our inboxes and our DMs, but if you pop that on the actual posts, that helps us to boost it a little bit more. So yeah, and we'll get back to you that way because that's great. It is absolutely incredible that people tune in each and every week, and we couldn't be more grateful for it. But if you could just check and do them little things for us, like I say, costs absolutely nothing. So give us a little boost, would you? Yeah, cheers, pal.
Utopia Project.
Right, I think, mate, it's time to explore your planet. So for those at home who haven't watched or listened before, what we're doing now is we create a dream planet of yours. We go through the criteria, and we, as utopian gods or advisors, kind of go, right, well, we can kind of question it and we can kind of approve it or kind of see where we're going with that. So the first thing on the list, mate, is what's your planet's name?
Earth 2.
Earth 2.
Earth 2. Simple, like it.
Yeah, it's like Earth, but just a bit better.
Yes.
Yeah, sick.
I suppose really,
I'm surprised we haven't had something like that yet. Some people could come along with like, what was Rollers the other week? It was like Jalara CV9.
Yeah.
And like, just Earth 2.
I suppose you're right in the sense of everything that's going on here physically is fine. That's all you need, isn't it? So just do that again.
Yeah.
But maybe this time, don't fuck it up.
Yeah. What is that your sort of thought process with that, or?
Yeah, it goes back to me again, almost to that sort of 80s period where I was excited about music. I was making Lego spaceships and sort of thing. I saw my childhood garden as being like the surface of another planet, going as far as the hedge, say, and that's where the land of the planet ends. Then I'd make my spaceships and have what I called winter missions, where I'd fly them into the garden and they'd land in the snow and they'd be out there for a few days on their winter mission. And I've really loved that sort of world of turning your garden into another planet. And imagine the astronauts coming out and exploring the snow, etc. And went on to summer missions as well. Obviously, the same thing in summer. The spaceship would land in the garden. I sort of saw the garden as being like on another scale. It's like a sort of Lilliput, where everything's a lot smaller, and scaled down to my back garden, what would be the surface of planet. And back then I thought of the name Earth 2. It's an alternate Earth, second Earth or whatever.
Yeah, cool. Earth 2 then, mate. We'll lock that in. What's your planet's flag look like?
I think, again, it's like practicalities. Like I was in Wiltshire recently. I got a chance to go and do 2 festivals in Wiltshire. And just walking around there, I saw it's not sort of windsock, but near an airfield. So it's like, it could be like a flag, also have a practical use. It would show like my craft and my spaceships. Is there any wind on that planet at the moment? So that I'd go for sort of like a windsock. Maybe nothing on it. No. But that would be a practical flag.
As well as a flag. And also adds like a 3D element to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, windsock would be good for flying craft, whether it's atmosphere craft or launching out into the orbit of Earth 2. So I'm always thinking about practical things like dual purpose, like the bike trailer. Some bits of it are used in the shows. So as well as making a box to transport things in, that tips on its side and I fit legs in it and becomes a table at my performances. So as well as a transportation box, it can be used as a performance table.
That's cool. That's great, yeah.
I think as well, though, I reckon your organ fish should make a good windsock.
Yes, that.
Yeah, I suppose you could always. Do you want to make it an organ fish windsock?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's come from you. That's new to this podcast.
Yeah, come from me.
Yeah.
Imagine the tones as well.
Obviously.
If it's got the pan pipes as part of it.
When there is wind blowing across, that'd make a bit of
a wind chime, windsock, whale thing. That's great.
I'm going to put on that.
That's fucking wild. I love it. So, right, this is probably obviously the bit where you're going to really shine. What's your planet's national anthem, mate?
Yeah, I think it's something like a song that's requested a lot at my shows, called the Superboys of Lincolnshire.
Fucking yes! I was hoping you'd bring one of them out. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so it's quite a rousing sort of anthemic tune, and so that would be perfect for Earth 2's anthem, perhaps with a bit of lyric change. From Lincolnshire is an earthly area. Earth 2 might have a small version of Lincolnshire.
Yeah, but I suppose the way you can look at it is you could be like pilgrims from Lincolnshire that go over and founded Earth 2. So the national anthem, well, the planetary anthem, I guess, is what it really should be. Is it's just like an ode to the people from Lincolnshire that came and founded Earth 2.
Yeah,
that kind of fits with it.
Yes, good idea.
Yeah, happy with that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'd not heard many of your songs before, but when we see you at the Jolly Brewer the other week and you played Superboys of Lincolnshire, I think it was maybe your final track.
Yeah.
Because I think as you said, like everyone was shouting for it, and it was a fucking banger. I love it. It's great.
Yeah. So your planet's national dish and drink, then, mate.
Yeah, just quite like healthy food, like fresh vegetables and perhaps fish-based for like all good nutrients, and that fits with the theme of the fish as well. So perhaps a bit of fish and fresh vegetables. Yeah, just sensible. Go for the wholesomeness of Earth 2's version of potatoes and carrots and whatever. And so live healthily. That's a good rule for life. Be healthy and enjoy life and fulfill your potential and your ambitions. And so for the food is like the national dish.
Yeah, right. So with this isn't like the only foods or drinks that are available on your planet. It's a bit like, the best way to describe it is like, the UK is known for fish and chips and roasts. Like all the other foods that you want are there, but it's like, on Earth too. Yeah, they're always having this. Like a cup of tea is a staple for here, or
like if you go to Spain, it's like paella or things like that.
Yeah.
If you go to Mexico, it's like
Paella.
No, it's like tacos and all that kind of stuff. And it's just stuff that they're kind of known for, but don't necessarily predominantly eat. Like,
what would be the thing that your planet would be known for? What's your favourite food essentially?
Just like a boiled potatoes, carrots, bit of leek, say, and a bit of, say, garlic in there as well. Anything aromatic and wholesome.
Okay. So
it's a lot of veg-based stuff.
Aromatic veg, we'll put, shall we?
Yeah. And fish.
Yes.
Are we eating the organ fish, or is that not edible, or are we doing normal fish? Or
like in the picture, which this actually might be a little vision of Earth 2's surface. It seems to be like a revered animal that he's admiring out to sea. So they probably wouldn't eat it.
It's a bit like sacred cows kind of esque.
So perhaps
Bit of sea bass.
Yeah, like I say, the organ fish itself might not actually be a fish. It might be a little more like a vessel or a robot or architectural. So it probably, in the diet, it would be conventional, or what is conventional for Earth 2 as fish.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a fancy, weird, strange fish.
And Jack, it's made out of cardboard as well.
Yeah, you can't eat cardboard,
No.
Jack.
Fair enough. It might be able to on Earth too. Do anything you like.
Yeah.
Good point.
Why not?
Touche.
Yeah, what would be one thing that you would ban on your planet, dude?
I think perhaps, let's think, playing the same songs every week. You do get artists that performances. There would be concerts on Earth too. And so try and make it interesting all the time. Get out of the sort of routine that people might get into. And just, like I say, my songs are like living things. And so rather than playing the same thing, the same way every time, you want to just experiment with it and make it to something that's growing and over time, and it can bring other collaborators in as well. I do sometimes collaborate with people, often on the spur of the moment at open mics. People would like to come and join in, do a bit of improvised rap or vocals or a bit of drumming to me as well. So it's like that, get away from repetitiveness.
Okay.
Everything's always different.
Obviously, the next question is like something that you would make mandatory. So maybe we can bundle these together, where you're saying that basically some people have to create new songs every sort of couple of weeks, and they can't just be playing the same set list.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with that, because I like Radio 1, but I get real annoyed that they play like the same 8 songs over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, there is no, even if it's like a song that I like, after it's been in the charts for like 2 weeks, and all you've had all day, and I'm like, just play someone else.
Yeah, Radio 1's better after like 6 o'clock, because it starts having like new music shows and
different
stuff
things
like that. Yeah.
Whereas with like 9 till 5, it's the same 5 songs on repeat.
Yeah,
that's exactly the same. It would be better, like you say, even if it's a case of every time they play it, there's something a bit different about it. But I suppose you'd have to do that live, wouldn't you, really? As opposed to
work on remixes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So would you be happy with that, like as a blanket thing? Unless you, obviously we can explore the mandatory thing as well, but I think to kind of box that in is
everything. You can't repeat stuff.
No, no repetitions, and things need to be new. Have you got anything that would be mandatory?
That's like admiring nature, astronomy. It's really inspiring to go out on a dark night and see the night sky and realise how small we humans or Earth-tuians on that planet are compared to the things like Jupiter, that massive planet that's many times bigger than this planet, and galaxies which are like lots of our sun, but of different sizes, different ages, different luminosities, and then to groups of galaxies as well. And it makes us humans, with all our activities on Earth, look so tiny, like a little speck of dust. It puts you in your place, and you realise how humble you are, and you should have respect for nature and just admire. It's like the best fireworks show you could see, but it's free of charge, and it's giant fireworks like stars. Not had a supernova for a long time, but when a star explodes, it's like suddenly appears really bright and creates new elements like metals. All the metals and diverse materials on the Earth were in a supernova billions of years ago, and then the materials coalesced into this solar system. So if I'd recommend people just see the beauty of nature, especially space.
It.
Well, we had that, I think we went on holiday to Wales, and when there's no light pollution,
oh, it's amazing.
Seeing the sky with no light pollution is phenomenal. Because I love looking at it anyway, and you can see quite a few generally. But then you go somewhere like that, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. And the amount of shit that's like moving and twinkling and shit.
You know what is mental as well?
What?
The fact you're looking into the past.
Yeah.
The fact that
that blows my mind every time.
Other than the sun, the closest star to us takes 4 years for the light to travel to our eyes. So everything you see has happened at least 4 years ago, probably longer. And I love being a time traveller.
It's mad, isn't it?
I love being a time traveller.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have changed time, though, mate.
I disregard your statement.
Fair enough.
So I guess how do we kind of encompass that into something like as a general rule then? So what are you saying, like once a week? Someone has to get out there, do a bit of stargazing? Yeah,
but just watch the weather forecast, wait for it to be indicating clear skies, and obviously the moon is obviously juts out to you as a really noticeable astronomical object. Planets like Venus can be bright. Jupiter's good at the moment, so if you're up late at night and look to the east, you can see the bright planet Jupiter, very bright. And if you've got binoculars, you can just see its moons. I think they're called Europa, Ganymede, Io and Callisto, the main moons of Jupiter, which are pretty much the same size similar size to our moon. And each night you can look, and they've moved a bit in relation to Jupiter. And so the planets are noticeable. You get shooting stars, meteors, where they just zoom across the sky. That's just like a little speck of dust that's burning up in the Earth's atmosphere. And like you say, you saw a really good dark night recently. And we've had the Milky Way, which is our galaxy, right overhead in the August and now the September nights. So look for that if you've got a good dark night.
It's fucking wild what's up
mad,
there,
isn't it?
honestly.
Is gravity on Jupiter mad? Like, is it like serious gravity?
I don't. Do you know much about it?
Yeah, I think it's enough to hold a lot of atmosphere onto it. It's got like the Earth has got quite a thin layer of atmosphere, but with Jupiter it's a really big layer. So it's kept all the gases like hydrogen, which were on the Earth, just drifted off into space because they're so rarefied. But yeah, it must have a good lot of gravity to hold that.
Squish down and be...
And that means if you were stood on that planet, you'd squish up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so strong, it actually makes some things that are liquid on the Earth into solids. It compresses them into
Wow.
Wow.
That's blowing your mind.
Yeah, because we can never crush
I think
liquid.
there's some planets that like rain glass and shit as well.
No, that's on No Man's Sky, I think, when we played that on the PC.
Yeah. One thing I like recently is I've seen a load of TikTok videos of people with real fancy like telescope cameras.
Oh, you're a telescopesman now.
Yeah, I need to get to using it some more. But they've got real fancy like programmable ones, so you can lock it on a point in space and it will follow that point. Or you can lock it on you can focus it on space, but lock it on your horizon, and you can see basically the Earth turning.
I've seen some time lapses of that. It's
incredible.
Star trail photography, that's mental. That I tried to do it once, but you got to camp out. It takes ages.
Yeah.
Leave the shutter speed off, and then you see the rotation of the Earth. The stars are all like, whoa.
Yeah.
Looks a bit like the helmet, to be honest. It's cool.
yeah, it's mental. Right then, who would be your planet's ambassador?
I think it might be Ernie, but he's not very talkative. So I think it'd be a sort of ultimate kind of minimalist vocalist, and he would just sort of stand there and there'd be just silence at the lectern or the podium. Then people could, instead of listening to all the usual hyperbole of a politician, they could just hear the ambient sound around the podium of the wind. That's maybe even rain as well, and birds singing. So that would be like a representative who's encouraging people to hear the actual sounds of Earth 2, and like I say, enjoy nature, space. And so I'd have Ernie as my ambassador. He's a very well behaved. He just stands there motionless.
Don't get any trouble.
Good on you, Ernie.
I like that. Yeah. So you're going to send him out and going to be like, this is
Basically,
the
just
planet.
stand there and witness my aura for a bit.
Yeah. I suppose it's a bit like when you say with your songs and your show and everything. Even with that, he's like, "What do you reckon?" Like you make it up.
Answer your own questions, don't you?
Yeah.
Silence. Yeah. Was it they say? It stares like 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Interpret this how you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
So Ernie and what? So you taking Ernie and another robot, or are you just gonna have like I don't know, like a sci-fi upgrade for him so that he can communicate a little bit?
I think I'd have to accompany him just to set him up. So I have to disassemble him, transport him to whatever sort of state visit Ernie is on around Earth to set him up. So I'd have to accompany him.
I quite like that, really, because obviously, like, you're in charge of it.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know. Yeah. So Donald Trump has just been on a visit to here. So like, he just turns up, sets somebody else up, and goes, "He'll do it."
Ladies and gentlemen,
I like that.
Ernie.
Yeah. I like that. So you will be there to like potentially answer questions from people, but you're like, no, Ernie's doing it.
Yeah. If you have any questions, listen to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Up with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So-
I feel like I really want a little Ernie for on here now.
Let's see where
I want to
we can
make a
it.
little Ernie.
What would be your planet's yearly tradition, mate?
It'll be Ernie's birthday. That's on the 21st of December. He did his first show at Lincoln Library because there's a nice acoustic open mic at Lincoln Library. It's the first Saturday of the month. In fact, that was one of the first events I started playing at 15 years ago. And it's acoustic music. So rather than electronic, I'll be using something I call a rotar. It's like a guitar that's got a big disc on it. And underneath there's bits of plucking plastic made from it's a trimmer line, very strong plastic, and so it's got 16 bits of it. Every time the disc rotates, it plucks the string 16 times. I call that a rotar, a rotating guitar. That's one of my acoustic things. And so
I like that.
Ernie's the tradition will be Ernie's birthday, and that's 21st of December. In fact, that coincides with the winter solstice, and people meet up at Stonehenge. And so 21st December, Ernie birthday as the tradition.
So like you'd be meeting up at essentially Earth 2's sort of alternative Stonehenge.
Yes.
You all get together and it's Ernie's birthday.
Yeah.
I like that. That's actually surprisingly simple, but like effective. Like, because it just gets rid of all the religious and sort of like standard holidays that we kind of just run a mill. You're just like, no, it's just someone's birthday.
Yeah.
Just come and have fun. So is that drinks? Is that food? Is that like what's that looking like as a party?
Just leave it to people's wishes if they want to eat and drink as well, or just perhaps Ernie would do a performance as he did then. That was his first ever show 12 years ago in December. So I just like to give people the freedom to celebrate it as they wish.
Yeah.
Here's a question, Peter. Would Ernie do the original performance that he did when he first started, or would he, like your other songs, progress into something completely different now? Would it be a performance, or is it going to be that performance of his day one?
Yeah, but I can't remember. It's so long ago when he first played. It probably was one of my recognisable songs. So I don't think there is a recording of that first performance. So I can't remember. Perhaps it would be, as I say, an improvised thing that I wouldn't be able to remember. So I remember he did have larger arms then. It was the first version of him, and they were quite bigger diameter than they are now, and he was having quite a trouble lifting the more massive arms. So the Ernie as he was then has been modified, lots of modifications in fact. It was probably a different format of Ernie at that time, but rest of it's pretty much stayed the same.
I suppose with this, like using utopian magic, essentially, he can become almost like a sentient being within himself.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't have to be something that you set up and operate. He could literally
be his own thing.
Yeah, that's the joy with
To be
Utopia.
fair, with Ernie, I can relate, like lifting these massive arms all the time. It is hard. I get it, man. I get it.
You haven't been to the gym in a while.
Oh, that's what you know.
I thought you meant more that I have to go and set you up somewhere before you can do it.
No, you have to do that anyway. Let's not talk about that bit. Cut that bit.
Yeah, so Ernie's birthday.
Yeah.
That's cool. So do you want to make Ernie like a more sentient being? You know what I mean? Like he's conscious a little bit?
Yeah, you could sort of use animation skills. Like a friend's just done a nice cartoon image of Ernie. So you could have a animated cartoon where he could do all the things he can't do in the real world, having stiff arms and stiff legs. He can't walk, he can't sit. So in animation, perhaps even claymation, that sort of a plasticine based animation, or
like a Pinocchio type thing, isn't it?
No, but this could be real.
Yeah.
Like obviously this is the imaginary Earth 2.
Yeah.
We don't really have to think about the fundamentals of how that will come about.
Anything can happen.
As he stands as he is, it's literally like, Disney princess fucking magic shit that just goes bing, and he's like, he can just be about and do his stuff.
On the contrary,
Yeah.
Earth 2 is about fundamentals. It is about how things work, innit? I don't think Earth 2 can be. It just happens. I think you've got to understand the intricacy of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's
How do you
about.
feel about that?
Yeah, I think an idea, coming back to my landscape picture, these characters I call flying squirrels. They're like squirrels that fly these sort of dart-shaped spaceships. You see 3 of them there. I've got one for myself, which is a larger one, but the 2 either side are the ones flown by these 2 squirrels. And indeed, these squirrels could be on Earth too. There's kind of like intelligent squirrels that can talk and create things. Perhaps they even made these crafts, made one for me to fly. And also, in some shows, I've had Ernie flying one of these, a model Ernie, and I use a balance. That means that the fish and the model Ernie can orbit around on a balance as the performance goes on. And I bring different fish on as well. So
That's mental. So you've got like full, almost like, I guess, art pieces as part of it, like sculptures and shit.
So, say, turning Ernie into a character, I have actually had him at performances almost like flying, orbiting around. So on Earth 2, he could do more of that, perhaps with the squirrels as well. Just exploring the planet on these craft, like perhaps visiting the world that sees where the organfish lives. And we could build up the capabilities of Ernie to be more
upgraded by
an adventure. Perhaps he could go on his own adventures independent of me, then perhaps come back and report back what he had found.
Well, that's cool.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I like that then. So for the final thing then, mate, is your planet's national treasure. So this is like, if you imagine a Utopia museum, that had like an example from every planet that's ever been, and it's their offering to the Utopian Museum, and it's like that's what you'd see on your plinth for your planet. What would that be?
That's it. To my early instruments, that's the first one I made, which was just like a rectangular guitar, very simple sound box made from market crates. I've still got it, and that's like my first step towards acoustic instruments. So that's pretty much an antique already. 15 years, you could argue it's getting into that sort of world. Quite old now, fading, but it's got that charm about it of being like an antique, bit like the box I transport my equipment in. People say it looks like an antique box. It looks really like it's been through so many adventures.
Yeah. It was brand new 20 years ago. Yeah.
And you know the history of all that stuff. You know where it's been, what it's seen, and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, so they're getting a sort of history about them, all the equipment, and so the treasures might be almost like a little museum section that's got my instruments in it. So you can see the old ones, perhaps they've fallen out of use, like those card versions that came from the Easter egg box, which are now too dilapidated to wear, but perhaps see them in a glass case, sort of restored as best they can be.
Peter, how many instruments do you think you've made over the years?
Yeah, it's hard to estimate. I've just done a poster. I'll show you it. Here it is. It shows just the masks. So this, I didn't actually know myself. I didn't know how many masks I've made over the years. So I looked at old photographs, and here's my new poster. It's got
cool.
That's awesome.
19 masks over the years. I'll point to the one I've got on at the moment. There it is at the bottom. That's the one there.
Oh, amazing.
And
I didn't realise there's this many iterations of it.
No,
I've always kind of.
I think mine.
The current one has always been.
I don't know. I think I remember the top left, second one in.
Yeah, that's the one I remember.
Yeah.
Remember Britain's Got Talent?
Yes.
Yes, because he was on Britain's Got Talent, weren't you?
That's the one I wore on that.
Yeah.
So that was on national television. It was shown all over the world, and people would come up to me and say, "Hey, I saw you on telly in South Africa."
Wow.
America, Asia, all over the world.
Yeah.
So they know it's quite a distinctive look, so that would lodge in their memory. The silver man on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Was it a good experience going on that?
Yeah, it's great. I wasn't going to go on it. I'd not applied to it. Some of my open mic friends had applied to it. Then I got an email from them. They'd sort of headhunted me. I think their researchers looked for acts who would be good for television, like visual acts. And they were quite keen for me to get on it. They kept coming back to me. And I did enjoy it. It's very interesting. And all the television people were very complimentary about me and admired my dedication to it. Eventually went to Liverpool for the main recording, met Anton Deck and the famous panel as well. It was very exciting to be in front of what was probably my biggest audience, hundreds of people at the theatre there. And it felt, like I say, about being a showman, it felt so good to walk out on that stage, and I felt so confident and showy, sort of flourish my cloak a bit and feel the showmanship of it. And I did get buzzed off, but I did get a song played on national television. And again, afterwards, they were very complimentary to me, and shame that I didn't progress on it, but from that...
It is an acquired taste for something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Look, that on that show, they're like all the sort of show-off singers where they do all the really high notes. They've got like 3 octaves to their voice or something. I can't do that. I'm quite a sort of basic singer. So that's probably what failed me. The music was not a problem to them, but when I started singing, that's when that really got the negative response.
All right.
But
you're right there. It's different sort of like genres and things, isn't it? Because there's a lot of punk bands that do very well that can't
they won't do well on.
Yeah, they won't do well on that. They're looking for a very specific thing. But that again, like you said, with when you make your stuff and everything's art at the end of the day, and it's when you get to the intricacy of it and you look at the how you put it together, and that's what's fascinating. And I can imagine they don't see
they probably
that
want things that are a bit more commonplace, don't they?
Yeah, but fuck all that common shit.
Yeah,
that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck the mainstream, man. Right, should we recap your planet then? Should we run through? So, right, the planet's name is Earth 2.
That's it.
The planet's flag is going to be a windsock that is in the shape of the organfish, with maybe the panpipes as well. Sorry, excuse me. The planet's national anthem is going to be the Superboys from Lincolnshire.
Yes.
Yes.
Your planet's national dish and drink is going to be aromatic veg with fish.
Yes.
One thing you're going to ban is no repetitions with songs.
Yes.
One thing you're going to make mandatory is once a week stargazing, as long as the weather's all right, sort of thing. Your planet's ambassador is going to be Ernie, and then your tradition is going to be celebrating Ernie's birthday every year.
I love it.
I love that. I want to do that anyway.
Yeah.
We need to get Ernie on the show.
Yeah. And then your planet's national treasure is your original guitar box then, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I like that. So that's Earth 2, boys.
Marvellous.
Can we have? I really want a rendition of Superboys from Lincoln.
Well, I was going to suggest that was the song that plays us out.
Oh, just
Is that all right? Yeah.
Let's get it going.
Well, just hold on 1 minute. We'll do our little sign off, and then you,
And then you're good to go.
Is that all right?
Fine. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Right. Well, boys, that takes us to the end of the show. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, mate.
Thanks for coming, mate.
Yeah, I might have to just keep messaging you more questions
Yeah.
about how it all works and stuff. You got any? You're offering at the Jolly Brewer open mic?
Most of the Lincoln open mics I play at. The next big thing would be the Science Fiction Weekend, which is in Great Yarmouth in March, all being well.
Yeah.
And some festivals in Wiltshire again, hopefully next year. So just if you come to open mics, I do a bit of busking as well. If the weather's nice on Saturdays, might find me somewhere in Lincoln with Ernie and my acoustic instruments like the rotar and the acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
That's great. All I can say, mate, I mean, not that you need my encouragement, is just carry on being you.
Yeah.
Because,
Thanks.
yeah,
Definitely.
it's great.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. For those at home, if it's your first time here, do stick around. We have lots of fancy guests on, and we have lots of stuff to offer you. So make sure that you press the subscribe button on YouTube and that you like this video. If you are a frequent user and you haven't yet done that, then please do that as well. Follow us on Spotify, and what else is there to ask?
All the usuals. Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah,
that
follow us
kind
on
of
social
stuff.
medias at Utopia Project Pod. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, and all that jazz. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. On the couch today, we've had the experimental sonic machines.
Thanks everyone. Keep enjoying the Utopia Project.
Thank you, Peter.
And then beyond the scenes, we've had producer Maggie.
Thanks for being ill, Vorney.
And I've been Chucky T. Thank you very much for coming along.
I've been Jack Magic. We'll see you on the flip side.
I'll be the permanent Sharpy, permanent as always, and we're going to let Supersonic
This has
play us
been
out.
the Utopia Project, and to play us out with experimental sonic machines.
Okay, let's commence rotation. These are the experimental sonic machines. Here we come, we are the Superboys from Lincolnshire. Beware of us, our purpose is not yet clear. And when we sing so loud for all our land. We are so proud, we are the Superboys from Lincolnshire. We are singing out loud and clear. We are the Superboys from dreams, Superboys in atmosphere. And when we sing so loud, we are so proud to be at the Utopia Project.
Welcome to Utopia, please make yourself at home.
It's the only place on earth where you can bitch and moan.
There's something here for everyone to make you feel quite great.
Just as long as we've already let it through our gates.
This is our dreamland, this is Utopia. Yet another little podcast for you. It's so wonderful and magical and positively colourful. It's our cheeky show, by now you know.
The Utopia Project.